Hi everyone, this is Mark of TechPinas.com. Last August 2 to 5, 2017, our friends from OPPO Mobile Philippines flew me and my peers in the blogging scene as well as the local media to China to visit their factory in Shenzhen and to see for ourselves how they make their Selfie Expert Android smartphones. I think this tour is one of the ways by which the company tries to be more transparent with the media and to prove that their manufacturing process is really world class and top notch. As soon as we entered the facility, I was pleasantly surprised with its sheer size. The factory is actually a compound made up of several buildings, each containing various workshops and assembly lines. As soon as we arrived, we were immediately ushered into this room where we were briefed about the facility that we will be visiting, and then we were asked to wear this garb that will supposedly keep the small particles on our clothes and our hair and as well as our shoes from entering and contaminating the workshops. Because the factory is so big, we had to pass by several corridors, walkways, and staircases to get to the SMT Manufacturing Center where OPPO assembles the main board or the motherboard of their Android smartphones. Along the way, I saw several bulletin boards and posters, both for the workers and the visitors, but this one in particular really captured my attention. Based on Taoist beliefs, I was told that the three Zen principles, which include solving the problems on the site, recognizing the object of the problems, and finding the origin of the problems on the basis of fact and data, serve as the overarching values that guide OPPO in crafting its products. Okay, so on with the tour. Before we could enter the SMT Manufacturing Center, we had to go through this machine that ensures that we are dust-free.
Because it is a dust-free environment.
So cool, right? And then I was finally ready to record my opening spiels. Hi everyone, this is Mark of TechPinas, and I'm now here at the OPPO headquarters in Shenzhen, China, where we are going to check out and see for ourselves how the Chinese company makes its Selfie Expert Android smartphones. So this is a very informative tour. Join me. Let's go! Alright, so first join me in observing the sights and sounds of the assembly line. Upon stepping foot in the actual manufacturing area, the first thing that I noticed is how clean and organized it is. Also, the air smelled quite fresh considering that there were lots of machines in the room. As you can see, the workers had specific roles and working areas. They all wore the same uniform, which is just a light blue version of what we were wearing, along with dark blue slacks and Crocs-like rubber slippers with socks on. Some workers in the facility are assigned to the assembly line itself, while others operate the machines and robots that are used in the manufacturing process. I noticed that in almost every step, there are workers inspecting the assembled electronic parts, making sure that they pass the strict quality standards of OPPO. Observing the manufacturing process, I realized that OPPO makes the most of the collaboration between humans and machines. Machines provide speed and accuracy in assembling some parts, while humans are the ones who are on top of the operation of these equipment. Since their faculties and senses are not bound by strict programs or software, humans are more reliable in seeing the minutest flaws in parts or products that no machine can possibly spot. Clearly, this makes humans or workers indispensable in the manufacturing process. I carefully watched some of the workers as they went about their roles, and I thought that they were very hardworking and focused. They weren't chit-chatting at work or walking around aimlessly. No unnecessary activities just to kill time. They were very efficient and I was very impressed. Alright, so the next facility that we entered was the assembly line for OPPO's current flagship Android smartphone. Unfortunately, we weren't allowed to take photos and videos as the whole manufacturing process is supposed to be confidential. But the good thing is that OPPO gave us these press photos taken at the workshop that we can share with you. Here, just like in the main board assembly line, humans, machines, and robots all work together to make the whole manufacturing process faster, more efficient, and more precise. The last facility at the OPPO factory that we entered was the QE lab for mobile phone. Here, OPPO runs the following tests on their Android smartphones to make sure that they are reliable and safe for daily use. Phones undergo the drop and the micro drop tests to make sure that they still work even after being dropped from a certain height. The hardware buttons are clicked 100,000 times with 1 kilogram force to make sure that they are durable. OPPO makes great camera phones, and of course this is also a product of meticulous testing. Cosmetic test ensures that the phone's color or sheen won't change even if you often have cosmetic products in your hands while you're using the phone. OPPO also tries to ensure that their phones would survive a little drizzle or sprinkle of rain. The sweat test, on the other hand, ensures that OPPO phones are safe to use even if you have clammy hands. Other tests include screen test, static electricity test, VOOC charging test for fast charging, twisting test, and of course the battery charge test, where OPPO makes sure that their phones won't overheat while they are being charged. Alright, so as a wrap up, I want to say that if I were to use but one word to describe OPPO's factory in China, it would have to be impressive. I was impressed with the overarching values that guide the company in crafting its products, the cleanliness of the surroundings, the well-oiled performance of the machines, and the efficiency of the workers. I loved how organized everything about the facility looked and felt. All things considered, I would say that OPPO is definitely one of the tech companies that others should look up to and perhaps even emulate when it comes to creating mobile devices. To OPPO, thank you for opening the doors of your factory for us and for letting us see how you create your best-selling Selfie Expert Android smartphones. Keep up the great work. Thumbs up.